Well, good afternoon. It's an exciting day for us here, probably the most exciting thing that's happened today, in fact. And I mean all year. Anyway, because it's the launch of my book, Wildcard, and as you can see, we have a professional team working on the launch. And this is my wife, Louisa, who you probably know, and I'm Stephen Kirk, those that you don't know me. And it's a book, as I told you, Wildcard, and it would help if it was here's the right way up. Good. Okay. Now, it was Louisa's idea to do this book, primarily because I wrote it about 20 years ago, and I'd forgotten all about it, and she discovered it in a file, and she was going to trash it. So she said to me, don't you want to publish this book? So I looked at it, I'd completely forgotten about it, and I edited it a bit, and then now it's for sale. Wildcard, yes, you can get it, Amazon, you know. So what I decided to do to make this really professional is to ask Louisa to ask me 3 or 4 questions, or maybe 1 or 2 questions that she hasn't told me she's going to ask. So we're going to do that. She's going to ask me a question in a minute. She's actually giggling, as you can see. And after she's done that, and it's not going to go on too long, I don't think. Oh look, she's not. After she's going to ask me to do this again unless she pulls herself together. After 1 or 2 questions, and that's it. And then you can buy Wildcard on Amazon and other things like that. And the thing is, then I'm going to ask you, viewers, if you have any questions for me, then just to message me, and I'll do another one of these things, and we'll see where that leads us. Okay, Louisa, what's your first question?
So, Stephen, I thought it was going to be me asking you the questions, but it transpired that, things never work out the way I
envisage. No, they don't. They
yes.
don't. I'm sorry about that.
Well, Stephen, you are a natural storyteller.
You
Well,
reckon?
we know that.
Yes.
As soon as you open your mouth, this story just unfolds. So, what I want to know, what is this? Well, so the first question that comes to me: what is this story that you are sharing with us about?
Well, the story, and I have to say that question doesn't particularly surprise me, but I didn't know she was going to ask it, just to be clear. This is about somebody who isn't me, and it's based on a series of incidents that happened in the business world around the 1980s. Virtually everything in the book, apart from one thing, I'm not going to tell you what that is, apart from one thing actually happened to me or people I know. And so I've written a couple of books about business. They're serious books, if you like. But this is a real book about business, about how even now and in the 80s, you started something. I started from absolutely nothing. And the character in the book, called Ricky Stern, is, of course, not based on me in the slightest, but he starts the business from scratch, and he has various adventures. And it's kind of, I hope you find it, or people find it exciting, because all sorts of things happen that you don't bank on in business. And I think what I want to do now is, first of all, it's an amusing book in its own right, but secondly, it tells you a bit about what business is really about, how you can get your computer sabotaged, how you can get one of your competitors doing anything they can to get you out of business, basically. And I think it's quite interesting and adventurous.
Sounds entertaining. So it may not come as a surprise to you. I haven't read the book. I have read, kind of dive in variety of moments in the book.
Yes.
And I found myself really drawn in. And one of the things that really pulls me in, that there is a lot of humour in the book.
Yes.
So it's how would you describe the genre of this book?
I call it on the cover a satirical business adventure, because at the end of the day, this is a satirical book. Although all the things happened, more or less, to other people, not necessarily me, there is a sort of humour about them. And things happened the whole time that you could see as catastrophic, or you could see them as basically humorous, because nature is doing its best to kind of play with you. And I think business is a natural playground for many people who want to express themselves in a commercial way.
So it sounds like this is really a book about life, because in a way life is a play in that sense, and we go through a variety of ups and downs. We turn the corner, we're not quite sure who and what we're going to meet, and then we then move through life in a sort of ways that are often mysterious to ourselves, and we they'll know how the story of us is going to unfold.
Exactly. This is a subset of life. There's a number of incidents in the book that certainly Ricky, who isn't based on me, of course, but might be, has, and he's not expecting them at all. But as I said, mostly everything in the book happened to somebody, either to Ricky or someone else in the book. Now, I think that's probably enough.
Yes,
for now.
I would just want to know, where can I get this book?
You can get it on Amazon, and you can get it basically, it's distributed around the world, and you actually could get it from your bookshop, although you probably have to order it. So I do encourage you to buy the book, of course, because that's what I'm supposed to say now. And as I said, if you have any questions about the book, hopefully you'll buy it and have questions. But if you'd like to ask questions before you buy the book, then just message me and we'll do another video. And then Louisa will read out some of the questions that you've asked, and I'll do my best to answer them. So thank you very much indeed. And it's Wild Card by Stephen Kirk.
Thank you,
Thank you.
Stephen.
Thank you, Louisa.